Our Earth 616 has the protectors known as the Avengers, but do the other multiversal Earths also have Avengers? The answer is yes. Today, we will be looking into the Avengers of a separate Earth, which was first introduced back in Secret Wars 2099 Issue 1. The Avengers 2099 is a fan favorite for a reason, and today, we will be exploring the lineup of this Avengers and see how it differs from our original. So, if you are interested, stay tuned.
Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Multiverse Assemble, Avengers 2099, a team beyond time and space. When it came to Earth 616, the Avengers first came into being after defeating a particularly naughty Norse god. But when it comes to the Avengers 2099, the group was not formed because of something like this. Instead, in Earth 23291, thanks to a machine, it was super easy to turn any human into a superpowered human, and this led to Tyler Stone, the CEO of the corporation that owned the machine, asking the superpowered people to join his Avengers group. However, his son Miguel became the new CEO of the Avengers soon enough, and we ended up with the current lineup of Avengers 2099, thanks to Miguel. Current member of Avengers 2099, Spider-Man. The leader of Avengers 2099 is actually Spider-Man. On this Earth, that is, Earth 23291, Miguel Stone, the son of Conchata O'Hara and Tyler Stone, is just like his Earth 928 counterpart. Unlike Peter Parker, who was bitten by a radioactive spider and ended up being the Spider-Man we know and love, Miguel actually underwent an experiment. This experiment turned his DNA into a hybrid DNA of spiders and human, which led to him becoming the Spider-Man as we know him. His father, Tyler Stone, was actually the one who founded this group of Avengers, so after he took his retirement, Miguel stepped up to the position and became the new leader of Avengers 2099, as well as the CEO of Alchemac. Alchemac, for those of you who do not know, is the mega corporation that controls Earth 2099. Once he became the CEO, he set out to collect a bunch of superpowered individuals and form his own Avengers. This led to him recruiting most of the current members that we will be talking about in the video. As a team leader, Miguel is very caring, and when he learned that someone had intentionally targeted his team member for some petty revenge, Miguel did not hold back at all. Captain America. Would it really be an Avengers lineup without Captain America? Luckily for us, in Avengers 2099, we have Captain America on the team. This time, the super soldier playing the role of Captain America is Roberta Mendez. Unlike Steve Rogers, who volunteered to be infused with the super soldier serum, Roberta did not have that liberty. Roberta was married to a man named Harold, and while their relationship was sure loving enough, what Roberta did not know was that her husband was an Alchemax operative, specifically Operative 1940. Unbeknownst to her, Harold subjected Roberta to being infused with the super soldier serum, and this led to her becoming Captain America. Instead of Captain America being her alias or her superhero identity, it was actually her other personality. So Captain America and Roberta were the two personalities of the same woman who was unaware of her split personality disorder. This definitely made her journey as a member of the team quite interesting. Now, Roberta is the one who played a huge role in the whole story arc for this set of Avengers. There was an assassination attempt on her, which led to Miguel becoming more cautious about his team and starting an investigation. This investigation led Miguel to some harrowing truths, along with his teammates that left him quite enraged. Black Widow. Maybe it is a theme that whenever there is someone taking the mantle of Black Widow, the person has to have an extremely dark path. First, we had Natasha Romanoff, who obviously had her fair share of hardships that I am sure we do not need to recall. And here we have the Black Widow of 2099 Avengers, Tanaya. Tanaya was actually a serial killer who did everything that the Spider was famous for doing. She would sleep with her victims and then eat them. So technically, she devoured her victims in both ways. Obviously, this led to her becoming quite infamous, and soon enough, she was approached by Miguel Stone, the then CEO of Alchemac, to be a part of the Avengers 2099. When she joined the team, she took on the code name of Black Widow, which suited her quite well, maybe even better than it did to Romanoff. But her tendencies as a serial killer who was also a cannibal were something that none of her teammates knew. After the whole incident with the attempted assassination of Captain America was done and over, Tanaya spent a night at a man's place who she had been dating before everything went down. Right after spending the night at his place, she bit into his arm and ate him, which led to her being angry with Stone when he eventually called her in for another mission. I mean, nobody likes working with their stomach. Hawkeye. Hawkeye of 2099 is actually a genetically modified man known as Max. Max underwent an experiment under the guidance of Alchemac, along with several other people. His DNA was mixed with that of a hawk. giving him the power of flight along with feathery wing, talons, and claws. Now, when Miguel Stone was made aware of his existence, Max was approached by the CEO and offered a position in his crime-fighting group of Avengers, which Max happily joined, taking the name of Hawkeye. Now, Hawkeye in this team has quite interesting idea when his teammate Hercules ended up getting into a bit of an argument with one of the members of the vigilante group known as Submariner. Max was the one who suggested that a drinking contest would be the best way to solve the differences between the two heroes. Hercules. Like our Earth 616 had the god of thunder, Thor, as a part of the Avengers 2099 has the god of strength and labor as a part of them, Hercules Panhellenios, and the stepson of Hera Argia is an Olympian human hybrid. Miguel approached Hercules with a spot in his team of Avengers, which Hercules accepted, and that led to Hercules being a part of the team. Hercules became a demigod later in the story. Hercules of this timeline had a wife, Megara, but she passed away, being a lonely man. When Hercules crossed paths with Valkyrie, he ended up flirting with her, but Valkyrie was not single. This led to her boyfriend, Submariner, and Hercules getting into an argument. Before it could escalate into something worse, Max suggested they settle their differences with a drinking contest, and that is what they did. Over the glasses of alcohol, the two heroes became friends. And when Miguel made the decision to call every hero other than the Avengers 2099 a criminal, Hercules helped his friend Submariner escape, who was a part of Defenders, a vigilante superhero group who was especially targeted as criminal. Vision. Now, when we hear the name Vision, we definitely imagine the character from Earth 616 with his red skin and one of the 5 stones on his forehead. However, the Vision of the Avengers 2099 is very different from his Earth 616 counterpart. Unlike the Earth 616 counterpart, which was a highly intelligent, synthesized man made by Ultron, this Vision is not like that. For one, this Vision is a she, and her past is unknown. This Vision, with her long gray hair, really fits into the imagined look of someone who has the ability to see the future. With the power of precognition and clairvoyance, Vision is a crucial member of the Avengers 2099, and I am sure Miguel Stone thanks his stars every night for being able to recruit her as a part of his team, because I know I would. Former members of Avengers 2099. Now, this group of the Avengers 2099 that we just described obviously happened after Miguel Stone decided to go out and recruit the members. So, let's see how the team used to be before Miguel took over his father's position. Tyler Stone, former leader. The Tyler Stone of the Earth 23291 does not vary a lot from his Earth 928 counterpart. Just like him, the Tyler of Earth 23291 worked extremely hard and built up his mega corporation known as the Alchemist from scratch. He funded a lot of research projects as well as a lot of experiments. One of the research projects that Tyler Stone spent a lot of time on was making a machine that could turn regular humans into superhumans. Once this project of his came to life, he used it to turn several people into powered beings and used these individuals to form the group known as the Avengers. However, Miguel Stone, Tyler's estranged son, came into the picture after the formation of this team and dethroned Tyler to take his seat, not only as the CEO of Alchemax, but also as the leader of the Avengers. This understandably led to Tyler Stone harboring ill feelings towards his son and his ragtag team of Avengers, and this led to him planning out revenge. This revenge happened with Tyler trying to get Captain America assassinated. This attempt was not successful, and when Tyler told his son Miguel about his attempt, Miguel murdered his father for the sake of vengeance. Captain America. On this Earth, Steven Rogers pretty much followed the same fate as his Earth 928 counterpart. He was actually part of the heroic Age Avengers in this particular universe. Now, because of his power, Alchemax decided that the best way to go about creating a super soldier would be to make a super soldier serum, whose effects are not permanent, as it can be turned on and off like a light bulb. This super soldier serum that they developed was the one that Roberta ended up being infused with, giving her the Captain America personality along with the superpower. Iron Man. Think whatever you may, but Earth 23291 was not devoid of Iron Man. It had its own version of the guy, and the role of Iron Man was played by Sonny Frisco. So Frisco, like Stark, was an inventor. His popularity preceded him, and soon enough, the CEO of Alchemax, Tyler Stone, came knocking on his door. Why? Because Tyler Stone wanted him to be a part of his team. Sonny Frisco accepted the offer, and using his inventive skill, he made up an armor for himself and took on the code name Iron Man. If you look at the comic book appearances of Sonny, you will see that he was a part of the team when Roberta was helping the Defenders escape after Miguel declared them to be criminal, and he was certainly there when Dweller in Darkness showed up. Sonny was the first to engage with the Dweller, and he was swiftly defeated, which made way for Miguel to actually accept the help of the Defenders. Then why is it that we did not mention him as one of the members of the current Avengers 2099 team? That is because Sonny is no longer on Earth 23291. and is instead on Earth 616. When the multiverse was being rebuilt after the destruction of the Battle World, Sonny somehow ended up on Earth 616. There, he was recruited and brainwashed by Fist, an extremist group. However, all of this brainwashing was ruined by Spider-Man, Elektra, and Captain America of Earth 616. While this disruption helped save him in a way, it also wiped all of Sonny's memories about Earth 23291 and his life in that reality. That is why, when Miguel from Earth 23291 showed up to take Sonny back and saw his condition, he left Sonny on Earth 616 because that would have been better for the poor man. And this is why we do not mention him when we look at the current members of Avengers 2099. Hulk. Bruce Banner of this timeline was hailed as the ultimate primal man. This led to him having a cult following of people known as the Knights of Banner, who used the Hulk as the rallying symbol. Now, somehow, the Knights found the technology that one would need to recreate Hulk, and that is exactly what they did. If this story sounds familiar, then yes, you guessed right. Bruce Banner of Earth 928 and Earth 23291 share the same history. Hulk of Earth 23291 eventually ended up becoming the founding father of the Heroic Age Avenger, and eventually, he also founded the Defender, the vigilante group of heroes who Miguel tagged as criminals when they refused to join Alchemac. However, despite all the troubles that Miguel brought them, when the Dweller in Darkness showed up and Miguel needed help, Hulk did not hesitate at all to help defeat the Dweller. Marvelous verdict. So with that, we come to an end of the multiversal Avengers known as Avengers 2099. While the lineup is quite interesting, I am very curious to see how this group would fare against the Avengers of Earth 616. What do you guys think would happen if they faced off? Let us know in the comments.
And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.